Yo, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Mandem Talk. We're here, man. Wednesdays, you know what the score, you know what the scene, the situation is. We're here with the Mandem talking all things football. And Rance, what are you telling me, man? How you doing, man? You blessed?
Big up, man. Hey, big up the chat as well, man. Big up the panel.
Come on, man. Big up to you as always, man. Big up to Estrella as well. Estrella, what are you telling me, broski?
I'm straight, man. Big up the chat, man. Big up everyone in the chat.
Come on, man. Come on. Obviously, big up to Danny as well, who's joining us as well, man. Like Danny, devil in the details. You know what I mean? You know, when Bruno scores, he's here, man. You know what I mean? And he's here to give us the lowdown and everything, Man United. But yeah, man. The title of the video is, man, will Amorim turn it around, or are we delaying the inevitable? You feel me? Like, is there momentum? There's a funny old story with United with momentum because it just never seems to happen. You feel me? Even when you look at fixtures, when you look at like games where Man United are meant to win, they don't win. You know, how many times have we had this situation where let's win this back-to-back game, we don't win it. Let's win this game here, we don't win it. We don't build no momentum in what 8-9 months of Amorim's reign, and finally now there's this conversation that apparently we can build momentum, man. I'll start with you, Estrella, man. What are you saying in terms of the whole idea of like United momentum and why we've never done it under Amorim, bro? Is it because he's not good enough? Is it the players? Is it, you know what I mean? What is it for you, bro?
I think it's a mixture of things. I not necessarily believe in the momentum because going off the last game that we had against Chelsea, not being a negative Nancy, but I didn't learn anything from it. There wasn't any good takes to take from it. Like obviously, other than the 3 points. There wasn't like some kind of, I could see what type of system or style we was trying to play. There wasn't like a turn with the players. I feel like including the weather conditions. We was fortunate to go to capitalise and get 2 goals pretty early on. Tomfoolery, like I said, from the midfield in terms of Casemiro, and I said he shouldn't be here, and people saying he's statistically our best midfielder, doing Casemiro things again and making the game harder than it need to be. I just think obviously right now he's obviously bought some more time for himself. Me personally, I already said this from when you kept him last season, or when we kept him last season. It's going to be like a roller coaster. It's going to be turbulent, and it's going to be really highs, and it's going to be really lows. You can't keep doing this thing where we have the odd win and everyone goes, "Oh, this is the game. This is where it starts turning."
Yeah.
I don't personally believe that. What I do believe is that the manager is 100% on his tactics, on his work ethic of what he wants from his players, and he's not changing his mind. Which, to be fair, to his detriment, I don't really mind. I back him for that. The only thing is with these players, I don't know if there's more accountability that's starting to be taken. That's probably the only thing. That's probably the only thing I can see where the media's trying to hold these players more accountable. Is the next, like I said, everyone can talk positive now. We got who? Sunderland and Brentford next, right?
Yeah, Brentford and Sunderland.
Yeah. Both of those games, people on paper will say easy wins. I think we can make it more difficult than it needs to be. In it, like I said, I need to see 3, 4. I don't mind if we do what we've done against Brentford and Sunderland. We need to start building some wins, and then maybe we can start talking about, maybe we can get behind the manager properly. I think until then, if you're just going to go off by, we beat Chelsea, is this a turning point? I remember us beating Man City before they was about to win the league. The next game we went to go lose against West Brom. Like, I've seen this before. Like, people just take a touch. Without being too negative, just take a touch.
It's true, when you look at it, like, it's one of them where, like, what does momentum entail, Mandem? Because, like, you can say momentum, yeah, but it could be one of them where it doesn't tell the whole story. You feel me? But because we're that low right now in terms of the standards at Man United, like, really and true, like, winning 2 games back to back, that shouldn't really be a big thing for Man United. But it's become big because of the situation and the manager we've got. But this idea of back-to-back games, even though, yeah, cool, man are gonna be like, yo, like, we finally did it. But at the same time, it's like, the more I look at it, like, even my man that's got the long hair, United strand, the fact that he's still got his hair, like, and it's coming up to a year, bro. These are damning indictments on Man United right now. Like, it shouldn't be seen as a celebration, really. It should be seen as, yo, we've finally done it, but it's taken us this long to do it. That should never happen with Man United. Like, never. Really. Let's deep it, Mandem. Like, that should never really occur with Man United. So when I look at momentum, it's like, how do you view momentum? Is it style of play? Is it results? Is it kind of the confidence in which you feel like the system is showing? Like, I don't really know. Like, I don't really know that this is gonna be sustainable in the aspect of, when I look at this Man United team, do I look at Amorim really, really? I think, yo, you're the guy. I don't. So I'm like, if we're not, then are we wasting our time? Is it a feeling of, yo, like, we're building something? Is it results-based business? I don't know, Rance, man. It's kind of a weird feeling, isn't it, really, when you deep it?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like, the word momentum in itself, that lends to movement. Momentum don't always have to be positive.
Yeah.
It could be downward momentum. It could be backward momentum. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, momentum doesn't mean that it's positive. It doesn't mean that. Like, our momentum's going the other way. Like, when I'm looking at this league right now, I'm looking at a league where there's places up for grabs, Like, there's places really, really up for grabs. Like, we've all watched the Premier League for the simple fact the league's just started. So, because we were starved of football for so long, we've been watching every game. You know what I'm saying? And we've even said, like, how many games have we watched this season where we've been like, you know what, this team's playing really well. This is a really, really good game. Like, bro, people are falling all over the place.
Bro.
All over the place. Like, there's realistically, we're talking about Aston Villa, a team that we thought were going to be a team that were potentially going to be replacing Tottenham as maybe they're the best of the rest, Big Six team. They're not, bro. Them man ain't won a game, I don't think.
No.
I don't think they won a game.
No.
Did you see what I mean? Like, and nobody would have predicted that at the end of last season that Aston Villa would be talking about sacking Unai Emery already. No one would have predicted that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Newcastle are not looking like the same Newcastle team. So a lot of the teams that were where we wanted to be don't look like how they're supposed to look. So, but we don't look like how we're supposed to look. So I feel like we're missing an opportunity right now. You know what I mean? I think there's definitely momentum, but it's not the right way. It's backward momentum. At worst, I'd say that we're stagnant, but I don't believe we're stagnant. I believe we're going backwards because we're doing this square pegs and round whole thing. And then all that happens is the fans start looking at the players, then we start blaming the players. But how many of the players actually look happy out there?
Facts.
No one looks happy. We just brought in a new striker that hasn't really been starting. And when he has been starting, can't get a kick of the ball. He can't be happy. You know what I'm saying? We got Mbumo that played on the touchline for... Let's put it this way. We signed him playing in a certain position and we're playing him somewhere else. Okay?
100%.
We signed him playing in a certain position. We're playing him somewhere else. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and then we got a new goalie. And now I'm hearing, we need another one. Before this goalkeeper even touched the grass, I'm hearing that we want another goalkeeper because the manager don't want this keeper.
Ranch, first of all, the button booming about playing him in one position, where we signed him for the one position, he played another. How many? We've been doing that for over a decade, man. One matter, play him number 10, play him out wide. Don't pay him in his actual position.
I agree about that. One matter never came off 20 Premier League goals, but I hear you. You're right.
I agree with you that the rebuttal 110%. Secondly, the keeper. No one in their straight mind thought Lemens was coming in.
Why not? Why not?
Now we thought Lemens was coming. We did.
Bro, we did.
He was the club's first choice. He wasn't the manager's first choice, but he was the club's first choice.
No, 110% cool. But I told you, I don't want to cap. I watched 6 games of the 40-something games he played last season. Yeah, I watched 6 full games, and from those 6 games, I could tell he was ready. But it's like,
but why are we still hearing chat about getting another goalkeeper? Because at the end of the day, my thing is, if you brought him in as a club, that means the managers agreed that Bayinda is number 1. So cool. So why am I still hearing chat about another goalkeeper again?
Yeah, it's very evident that Baklava is no good. And I think he was brought in I thought he was brought in this summer.
Crazy.
I thought he was brought in this summer to edge out Onana. That was the only way I believed that guy was going to go. Because it was like, I'm going to stay if you don't bring anyone in. So by them bringing in a young goalkeeper, I think they obviously want to relieve my man of his duties as well. And the argument to be fair, is that he's never had an actual running in as well. That was the same argument that we had for Sabitzer, for Donny van der Beek, for Amrabat. They would come in.
But he didn't get a run of games when Onana was here. This is my problem. Even when Onana was here, this manager couldn't make up his mind between the two of them. But now all of a sudden, he's so sure that he's number 1 now. No, you just don't want to use the other youth because you didn't want him.
You didn't want him. Yeah. Same with his Sesko. Really, he don't really look at his Sesko and be like, "Yo, like I really rate him, bro."
He was playing Cunha in the 9. He's playing Cunha in the 9. He wasn't bought to play in the 9.
Of course not. This is what I said when we bought them as well. I said, why did we do this when there's other places in the team to address? But my thing is also protection. This is not FIFA. People need to understand. Just because they play that position doesn't mean that they're ready to be starting. And it's also a form of protection because the same incidents that happened to Rasmus Højlund when we kept starting him and everyone was calling him so dead, don't want the same thing to happen to your new expensive signing. So
the goalkeeper, though, is it really protection, though? Because once you're in there, innit? You're going to face mistakes one time. You're going to do I don't really buy into this goalkeepers need protective, bro. Like, you're going to face shots. You're a goalkeeper. You're going to face shots. You're going to concede goals. I'd rather know, straight away.
You can't really protect a goalkeeper. You don't know. He's going to have to make saves.
Of course you do, but I believe if Bayinda is able to not necessarily stabilize, but be more like everyone gets used to him being the first team keeper, and then you can bring in Lemens, then obviously we're only playing 1 game a week at the moment. But if you can eventually get him to stabilize, so the talking point of the goalkeeper isn't a major issue anymore, then when you bring him in, if he makes 1-2 minor errors, it won't be such a talking point. Whereas if you put him in now and he makes a couple of mistakes, career done before he's even started. And with Sesko, what you're looking at now is a guy's come and everyone knows playing up front for United is like doing up Casper. Now he's not getting no chances as well. People go, what did we spend all that money for? The same thing's happening. You didn't want to resolve the other important areas on the pitch, and now you're basically getting what you done. You're getting for every action there's a reaction. You're seeing the consequences of your actions.
I don't know, man. Big up to Rhino and Danny as well in the cut, man. But
yeah, big up.
To me, I don't really buy.
What are you guys talking about?
We'll just talk about the goalkeeper and certain decisions and what the manager trying to do, and do they make sense? You get me, like, and the goalkeeper. We're hearing United might tell the goalkeeper, but at the same time, Le Mans is there, bro. Like Bayende, we know it's a mistake waiting to happen, really and truly.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? Do you know what my perspective on this is? Maybe I don't know if you agree or disagree. I think obviously I feel like Le Mans needs to come in and we need to see what he's like. But I think now Bayende knows he's there. It's just any minute now. If he flops, then boom, he's gonna get switched over. Because the same way Nuruddin was concerned last time when he was not sure that Onana is we're gonna sell him or keep him, and look, we ended up putting him on loan. So hopefully there is a plan there. We just got to see. But I just want to make sure. I just want to know that when Bayende messes up, Le Mans actually does come in and we see what's good in it. If we don't see that, then what was the point realistically? But I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one still, definitely. But I think then again, it goes to the Mandem's preferences. Everyone just wants Le Mans in. Realistically, let's just wait and see what go on in it and then take it from there.
But it comes down to I know what Bayende is about. You feel me?
Yeah.
Even though he's not been crap, like as in like lately.
But do you think it could be like a Luke Shaw situation where now there's a man there that can replace you?
No.
No, I mean in the principle of now he's got a replacement there. He knows he can't mess up, kind of thing.
Luke Shaw's talented. Don't let Luke Shaw.
No, I think Luke Shaw's talented as well. I think Luke Shaw's talented.
His
There's consistency.
It's
and fitness
and application, concentration. That he's just not a serious person as a footballer.
Luke Shaw used to dribble. Luke Shaw used to cross the ball. Even the way he strikes the ball, it's not bad still.
Right, no, forget. Even when he's playing bad, he shows you quality with crosses and passes.
Yeah.
I'm saying defensively, when he's concentrated, he shows you he can cover space. He shows you he can be aggressive. He can position himself. But when you watch him when he's not doing those things, you're like, is this the same guy? Like, he's just not serious, bro.
Too polarized.
But Bayende doesn't have the ability as a goalkeeper that Shaw has as a fullback. That's you know what I'm saying?
That's a fair comment.
Yeah, I heard that.
Multiple occasions when we brought in Alexis Telles, when we brought in Malacia, and these guys came in and they were doing okay for a little bit. And Luke Shaw won in the team and he was interested and he came back. When we brought those people in, I saw a shift in him. People were calling him Shawberto Carlos.
Yeah.
Now, I've never ever seen in the 3 years this guy's been here, Mr. Baklavi, where he's been afforded an opportunity,
Call him Bayende, man.
And he's no, he doesn't deserve
penalties.
And he hasn't shown me.
I call him Biryani. He needs a nickname, bro.
Hey, the penalties though. I swear he saved the penalties, innit?
Doing because of a penalty.
That was a good game that day
against Arsenal.
Yeah,
the man. I think you know what it is.
But the game before that, he had a howler. I remember the game before that, he had a howler. Then all of a sudden,
he conceded from a corner or something. But so did Onana. Him and Onana both conceded from corner.
Saeed, let's get to the big picture. The big picture is, and I've been saying this before Amorim made specific comments. That goalkeeper decision is Ineos. It's nothing to do with Amorim. Yeah. There's a reason why he said, if you knew what was going on these last few months, that transfer window was Ineos. It wasn't Amorim. Yeah. He didn't want Sesko. He wanted a midfielder. Also, and
a wing back.
This is another reason why I want an experienced coach. Like when you look at Jose or Conte's, CEOs cannot fool them and say, listen, we're gonna do X, Y, and Z, and if we sell players, we'll get to what you're asking for. That's not running with Conte and Jose. They'll see through it quickly and say something. This guy, let them talk him into that. You didn't get your midfielder, and you can't even have a conversation about wing back once you've already spent 180 million on several players. Do you know what I'm saying? You look at this system. This system, you know what's funny, Saeed? I put this out in the summer. I've got lots of abuse from Amorim defenders. I'm like, why are you guys bigging up Ineos? I'm bigging up Ineos because I don't like Amorim and I like the signings from Man United. If you like Amorim and you actually understand this football, you shouldn't like this window because this system needs wing backs.
Yeah, it does nothing for him.
It needs wing backs. That's what this system needs. That Chelsea game, I already knew this. The only way this system works, forget the football side, crosses, second balls, you might do something. Yeah, and our wing backs, we ain't got good wing backs. You know what I'm saying? We're a different situation. So Yeah, man. Like that's what it tells me. That was an Ineos transfer window, not an Amorim transfer window. It speaks to incompetence, though. Why hire him if you're not going to do what's best for his system? Don't make no sense to me.
Yeah, they've got half-hearted. Yeah, go on, you go first.
What you just said about an experienced coach, I couldn't agree more. But to say that it's Amorim's fault, this is the ownership.
No, I didn't say it was his fault. I didn't say it was.
I was gonna say, because let me tell you something. This is the ownership. I'm blaming the ownership. Do you know why? Because when we sacked Erik ten Hag, Conte was available, Tuchel was available, and there was, I think it was Ancelotti. Ancelotti potentially could have been available.
But he was to say 1 more year. But yeah.
There were several managers who were available, who were of the ilk that you're speaking about in terms of what they want, and they wouldn't have it. Cool. They didn't pick those managers because they didn't want to have this issue where they would be spoken about in the media, where the managers would.
No, Tuchel turned us down apparently because he already had the England job agreed.
Lined up. Yeah.
How many interviews this guy was doing talking about Manchester United? I don't believe that for 1 second. I think that England appointment was the last minute. That England appointment.
I don't at all. I don't. I don't for sure. They said that him and De Zerbi turned us down, to be honest, and De Zerbi weren't going to have the control that he wanted, so he said no, which is fair enough.
Again, I said they probably wanted the job. Once they've had the meetings with United board, they've told them what it's going to be like, and they've said no. Whereas Amorim has said yes because he's not like those people. That's what I'm trying to say. So he got for somebody not necessarily less experienced, but somebody who's more controllable or more willing to accommodate what they're willing to give.
Yeah.
So for anyone to complain and say, "Oh, we should have got this, we should have got that," I don't blame Amorim for being in charge. I blame the ownership.
I agree.
They're the ones who hired him.
No, here's where we disagree. In terms of what you said, I agree. But when it comes to your idea, if you can't get what's required for your idea, that is now on you.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Because it's like they've tricked him now, innit? They've made him seem like,
They haven't really tricked him because they told him what it was going to be like.
It's not tricking him. I'm just saying that you've seen the summer. Maybe you were hopeful you can get X, Y, and Z. It ain't materialized. And you're persisting. And I've heard him say, I'm going to change it. But we have to do this X, Y, and Z. Sleepwalking. Rude boy, does it look like they're going to do what you want? The step one, sleepwalking. Yeah. Does it look like it? No, it doesn't. And you're sticking with it. Now we can have the conversation about Amorim. Do you get what I'm saying to you? Now we can have the convo. Because the window's closed. Once the window closes, it's on the manager.
So, 100%. It's on the results, getting performances, getting what you need to go.
It's not just about results. You can't finish 15th and just give me results. When you finish 15th, you have to give me results and an effective way of playing, that says something's there long term. And even then, I might not be convinced because I've been fooled before. It's the first time I've been tricked by one season where you thought something was there and then come to find out. No, because all it takes is one decision from a manager, i.e. Erik ten Hag. You know what I did with Ericsson, the deep line playmaker, fuck that. 2 high 8s, we're getting Mason Mount. That's all it takes, a decision like that.
Yeah.
And you end up going in a completely different direction than when you started the year before. So even if he did what I'm saying, I still wouldn't be tricked, I'd still be apprehensive. But that's what you need to see regardless. You know what I'm saying to you? You have to see them things.
So ineffectively, that is there a way, like, and this is a hypothetical question, this is a question that's played maybe a little bit devil's advocate, where the manager does turn it around, or do you believe the system is that cooked here that there is no kind of feeling that it will do? Because I'm looking at it right now, like, I feel like there's always a battering around the corner. There's always that kind of, when you know there's always a crisis around the corner. That's never healthy for the
That's what I said in my match reaction. I feel like every game's like a roll of a dice. It's like a roll of a dice.
Stop saying system. That's what I'm going to say. Stop saying system.
No, I agree. I'm saying it as well. I'm stop saying it. It's his interpretation of what
his ideas,
his application of it.
His instructions, his talent ID and use of the players that he has. So that is a bigger issue than the 3-4-2-1, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Those things are a bigger issue.
Yeah. Because he doesn't even set up the system in the best way for it to work. That's the problem,
But Randall, do you know what it is, playing devil's advocate as well. I don't want to say system. I'm saying specific player profiles. But even if you move away from that, before we get battered or it's a dodgy game or whatever, big up Leon. Before it's a dodgy game or anything, I feel that there's times maybe 10, 15 minutes, if we capitalize on the opportunities that we make, then football is a fickle game. It can go both ways. If you take your chances, it makes it harder for the opposition to come back. And I feel that we make a few chances, we don't capitalize, and only so long that's going to hold out for till we concede. And once we concede,
every club can say that though. Every club can say that.
Yo, have you seen the film Heat?
Wait, every company can say that, but when you're already in a perpetual cycle of being negative all the time, different. If you then go on to actually capitalize on these little chances and start picking up little wins, I don't think incorporate the mentality of, as soon as we go 1-0 up here, let's hold on to it because we're scared. If you get used to just taking the chances, start winning, it fosters positivity around the squad. Obviously, that's moral thinking and stuff, but this actually happens in football.
Yeah, but bro, the difference between us and other teams is that, because like, for instance, Liverpool, they miss a lot of chances, bro.
Yeah.
But they have an element of controlling games that we never have. And that's the difference. When you don't have control in games, you end up ruining these misses. When you have control, you just miss one, then you just make another one. Miss one, then make another one. I've seen Salah miss 5 chances in a game and still score, bro. 5 clear-cut chances.
Yeah, because they're confident in their creation.
Yeah,
they're comfortable in their creation.
Come from control. If you can't control games, you can't guarantee creating chances, bro. You can't guarantee it, because then you're a reactive football team. You're waiting for the other team to make a mistake, or you're waiting for an opportunity to come from nothing, bro. When you're creating and you're in control, you can just be like, cool, we'll keep knocking on the door. Eventually, someone's going to open it, or we'll kick the fucking door down. That's what we're going to kick it down. We don't have the ball and we don't control games.
That's what I need you to say those 2 words specifically, Rams. You don't always have to keep knocking on the door. Good teams keep knocking on the door and they score from a half chance or something. But because you put the team under pressure, something was leading towards that moment. We just have.
This has not been an Amorim problems, to be fair.
Yeah, from before.
15, 20 minutes where everything looks good. Then after that, sporadic moments of chances. What about everything else in between? And to my man's point, let's get back to the root of what you said. Here's the problem. Here's the big problem. We don't keep clean sheets. Even when we go 1-0 up, we're going to concede 5 clean sheets in 41 matches for this manager. All competitions or something. It's crazy.
What's I say again?
I think it's 5 in 38 Prem games, but all comps is bad. Put it this way, Saeed. Like, the managers had like 45 games, all competitions, the clean sheets ain't even up to 10, bro. But in the league, 5. And
they were against relegation teams, I think. Most of them might have been against relegation teams.
Shocking, man.
So we probably conceded more than we played games, innit? Probably.
All I'm saying to you is, can you see the big difference?
That's nasty.
Let's compare to what we saw with Ten Hag. We haven't. It's the same thing we see.
Ten Hag was the first season he had decent. Ten Hag.
The first season, he didn't concede that many goals, and we actually scored goals, and we were structurally set up to defend. Here, we're not.
Defenders.
I think Ten Hag was better, fam.
No, I get what
did this try to say? What did he say?
Start of Ten Hag's second season, you can think of games like Tottenham. The pressing was working. We were creating chances. We were like in that stretch here, Ten Hag's second season, not the third, the second.
Yeah.
I'm a structure. The first 8-10 games, what were people saying? We're good for half an hour. Then after half an hour, what are people saying now?
Yeah.
Even
there, bro. Quarter of the teams we win is against red-carded teams. It's crazy.
And that was Ten Hag going backwards. That's how this manager's been.
Do you want to compare the back line? Do you want to compare the back line and the goalkeepers when Ten Hag was here and the Amorim? We had
that goalkeeper from the second season.
What was that? Sorry.
The second season I'm talking about, Onana was the keeper.
Also,
Onana.
Even the second season, Onana's the goalkeeper. You had Luke Shaw, Martinez, Varane, and
no, bro. Second season injury crisis. Defenders got the most injuries.
No. But before that, did the Hair not win Golden Glove at the end of?
I'm not talking about the first season. I was
second season. 2000. Yeah.
TV, I'm not nasty work like that. I wouldn't bring up the first season to speak on Amorim, bro. I'm not.
24-25. Yeah, 2024, 2025.
Don't get me wrong. That season shows Eric Ten Hag. But anyway, but we're not going.
I would even still argue we was playing deep line, dog. If people say we're playing high, we're still playing.
No, it's a 3-1-6, man.
Because when we team plays in a back 5, bro, and gets pinned back like this.
You man, I came here. I don't know. Last season, I came here to all of you man, and I said, "Yo, we play a back 5," and some of you said, "Nah, we don't." I was like, I saw what I saw with my own eyes. I was at the fucking stadium. I walked out after the Nottingham Forest game, after the Bournemouth game. I saw what I saw with my own eyes. And some of you men were like, "Nah, we don't play." Like, yes, we do. And this is the biggest thing. Just because you've got numbers. Let me just say this, When I play 5-a-side, and I'm sure a lot of you people play 5-a-side, I always used to go, right? Or 6-a-side, let's say. We got the goalkeeper, 5 of us out, right? I would always say, we stick man for man. But if somebody comes to help me, I'm always thinking we're both gonna get it.
Space.
And we're both gonna get it. But if you come too close to me, and sometimes you know what they say, there's too many cooks in the kitchen, and players are just not doing. They leave it to each other. That's why I always say, if you got trick, let be 1-on-1. Don't wait for it. If he takes that person on, then you go. But don't try to cut him unless you're getting 3 or 4 people to shut him down. But the biggest thing when I see the 5, the way we defend with the 5, I'm just like, we're so basic to play against. I swear to God, some of the goals that are scored against us are not even spectacular teamwork goals.
They're rubbish. Rubbish goals.
They're the shittest goals we can see. Basic things where people just leave it to each other. Just leave it to each other. And even people say, oh, Mazraoui, though. Mazraoui at a Man City game was absolutely what was like I was watching Delo. It's like I was watching Delo. I'm like, what is going on here?
He came back from injury. I think he got brought in the wrong game, man.
He was still shocking, though.
Yeah. He was bad, but I know Mazraoui gives me 7-8 out of 10 most games, man. Like,
but he don't know how to play that wing back position. That's not his position, bro.
We can't. I'm gonna say, can I add you just really quickly? Can you tell me, because this has been happening before Amorim got here, when players are on the ball, I don't know why it's at United. Every time they get the ball, to do a simple 10 or 5-yard pass, they stop the ball. Then when they're running with the ball, for an overlap to happen, they have to point to their other peers to do the run. Everything should just be sync. This has been going on before Amorim got here. People need to understand. Well, that Chelsea game, the amount of times when even before the weather conditions, even the Man City one, the amount of times they're going to do a simple pass to the left-hand side or to the right-hand side. You put your foot on it, look, and then you do the pass. You're slowing down momentum. And I'm telling you, some of these players are, I don't know, either they're incapable.
In football, in professional level, Strella, it is lack of confidence and belief in what you're doing.
It's deeper than
That's what the biggest thing that it comes down to. It's also the idea of thinking I'm going to make a mistake. What did the coach ask me to do?
No, but it could just mean you've got the wrong profiles, bro. Because at the end of the day, if I'm a left winger, I'm not expecting Luke Shaw to overlap because he doesn't overlap. Luke Shaw likes to invert, and try and receive the ball because he don't like running. Whereas if I've got Dorgu there, I know Dorgu's gonna run, bro. I ain't got to tell him to run. So that matters.
With Rashford, though, he kind of used to overlap, though. Shaw used to overlap a little bit with Rashford.
I'm glad you said
once Luke Shaw broke his leg, once Luke Shaw broke his leg, the best Luke Shaw we saw was with Memphis down the outside, and then he broke his leg. Since he broke his leg,
but he did overlap.
Yeah, but not the same, bro. Like,
no, not the same because he's not
consistently.
No, but the physicality changed, and we know Luke Shaw.
Precisely. So now he doesn't put his body under that stress no more. He doesn't make those runs.
But Rance, you can still see player behavior and coordination from different managers. I'm glad Rhino said what he said. When Ten Hag came here, I saw a different change in behavior in relationship between the fullbacks and the winger, because Ten Hag was doing all different types of signals.
Well, copy him. That's why.
There were a lot of things going on, tactically. Dallo was confused what to do. He inverted fine. Then once he stopped inverting, he didn't know whether to underlap or overlap. Yeah. The information he was getting was confusing. We're now playing with wing-backs, and our wing-backs are getting the most touches in the box. So the system
when Dallo first came, Dallo used to like going down the outside.
Yeah.
Do you know
and it was Ten Hag. Exactly.
Yeah. And then Ten Hag got him inverting, doing bullshit.
Exactly. But with this
football's overcomplicated anyway.
Bro, the wing-backs are getting in the right position. It's not like they're getting in the right position.
They are. They're actually getting.
I don't like the way they're getting in the position, but they are getting the touch.
I think football's overcomplicated, though. I can't lie. I think all these mad systems are
Dogu's become our outlet. He's become an
outlet. He shouldn't be starting for Man United, bro.
No, but I mean, I don't agree with that. Not now, Danny. Not for where we need to be now, Danny.
One second. We're talking about the system, or the way he interprets the system, right? You want to specifically about Dogu is the outlet. And actually, other teams are going. Yeah. Give him the ball because you don't got that much quality.
Yeah,
so we're gonna.
Yo, structure. Where have you seen that before? Where have you seen that
habits though?
Where have you guys seen that before? Let the fullback have the ball. Do you forget this happened to Wan-Bissaka?
100%. Wan-Bissaka used to go and give him the ball.
They used to give Wan-Bissaka the right hand side.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, because they knew you weren't gonna do shit.
That's peak, man.
You the one that was talking. Sorry, I want to know what's your name again.
Danny.
Yeah. Danny, God bless you and your family for putting it out, man. Please.
Nobody, Strella, nobody on the panel It's saying that Dogu should be starting for Manchester United. Which is saying that he's a younger player and he's been thrown at the deep end under the concussion.
We knew what the position. We knew what he was when we got him. We knew what he was.
His effort and energy, you can't blame him. He was
he gets into the right positions and he does what he's supposed to be doing, but he lacks the quality. He does lack the quality. I don't think anyone is going to disagree with that. But like, even when you look at, you see, when we're talking about mixed messages, even when you look at Ahmad as well, and this is what I'm saying to people, the reason why Ahmad looks so shit in attacking areas right now is because he's been playing right back for the last year. Like, people need to understand that just because you're playing football, it doesn't mean that you don't get rusty. It doesn't mean that you don't lose your instincts. When you're an attacking player that's been asked to do a defensive job, your mind has got to be in a different place. It has to be. So now when he's getting played in this number 10 role, he's still adapting to another position again, bro. And even though he's been playing, you can see that his instincts are not there, bro. Like, he's not getting his head up as quick. He's taking extra touches. All these things happen when you're playing in different positions all the time. Like, normally, Ahmad used to be a lot more instinctive when he plays. Now, it looks like he's thinking too much, bro. And it's horrible to watch, bro, because that's not who he is.
We will not be having this conversation yet if certain players didn't individualize this game. And I'll tell you why. Against Chelsea, there was an instance when Bruno had the ball on the D, and he could have passed it either. He could have passed it and put him through, which was the better option.
That's a horrible example for what you're saying.
Wait. Instead, he pushed it over to Sesko because Wine wanted back to score. And there's too many times, where it's like when the team, they have to take on this individualism and say that, because the striker's been getting thrown that too much or this player's getting too much, I want to help them. They go for the wrong option rather than the right option.
That's not individualism. That's a horrible example for what you're saying. And the counter to that, though, rather than getting into that, is how many times was he in that situation?
Once.
But again, like I said, if it's the confidence thing, like the whole team, if he bags from that one thing, it fosters positivity, and he probably do it more often.
No, but good teams get you get clips. So I'll give you an example. If you've got a winger who likes getting one-on-one and facing his fullback, you get him in that situation 7 times in a match. If you have a 10 like Bruno, who's better in creative positions, you don't play him midfield. You don't play him in central midfield, and also you put him in that situation 3 times. It's such a devastating situation. You get it right once, it's a goal. But you need to recreate those scenarios.
Bro, look at Madueke at Arsenal. Everyone's going on like he's playing well because he's getting 10 1v1s a game, bro. And even though he's only successful 3 out of 10 times, man's getting man of the match, and not one good cross comes off it. But it's because he's getting in those positions 10 times.
And he's on the ball. He's on the ball. People are seeing him on the ball.
And they're not used to seeing him on the ball that much. That's all. So now they think he's doing stuff. But 3 out of 10... Man will have 10 1v1s, 3 take-ons, 1 cross completed. Man to talk about man of the match. What?
And why is that, Ransom? Because the team he's playing is very structured and they know what to do.
That's the least I've even. You know what? This is the least I've even cussed Bruno, man, because I'm like, this comment says here, like, no one's really performing this team.
Facts.
Yeah, there are certain moments where, cool, Bruno might give the ball away certain times and you're like, what are you doing? Or he's maybe not tracking his runner. But then I can't really blame him because he's not really a midfielder in that role that specifically can play in that role. So therefore, I've got to look at Amorim as to why he's playing there. You feel me? So that's the way I kind of look at it in that aspect.
The only positive thing that I could take from the Chelsea game is the first 5 minutes of the game. That before the
it's always like that, though, Norwich. It's always like that.
We played with a level of intensity and aggression, and actually, we forced the error into Chelsea. We forced that because if you look at that goal, Sanchez comes, then retreats back, then he comes, and then he does the madness. But we created that unforced error with the level of aggression that we did. But other than that, I don't see, other than De Ligt, obviously, when we needed to defend, he showed up a bit. And I always said De Ligt comes alive when we need that last-ditch FC thing. You know what I mean? That last-ditch. That's when he comes alive. But other than that, I'm expecting Brentford to have a plan for us and to get goals. And they've got the long throw to perfection right now. They drew with Chelsea. And a lot of people who don't really know Brentford will be like, "Oh, that's an easy 3 points." No, it's not. This is the toughest game ever.
I think with any team, you just have to overload the midfield and you got a chance against United. You're going to crumble at some point. It's just that basic. We spoke about this a few weeks ago, innit? I feel like there's no confidence from the players in the system. There's no confidence from us in the system. And like Man have said over the last few weeks, it's the way he plays the system as well. Do you know what I mean? So ultimately, because the manager's come out and said that, the Pope won't change his mind. It's just a matter of time, innit? I mean, I was listening to Flawless yesterday saying that the run of games is disgusting coming up, innit? So, how bad do you think this is going to get before they make a change? Because they ain't proven to make a change anytime soon. I can see them trying to hold on to it for a long time.
They got to back in him.
You know what? You know what's funny, Leon? Yeah, do you know what's funny? I've been speaking on here saying, "But I know Onana's not a priority. If your outfield is good, you can get a goalkeeper." I've been telling man about Sanchez. You know, Sanchez just gave this manager until the next international break.
Literally,
that's what that win does.
Literally, that one thing there. Literally,
Danny, I don't think so because
no, literally, I'm agree with that massively.
In pre-season, when pre-season started, or even before that, when the fixtures came out. I said it clear and I said it out loud to Kaz, all of these, man. I said that the first 10 games, if we don't have a good transfer window, I think I even done the preseason talk with you on stream, Saeed. I said it's very important on this transfer window what happens because it can get dark very quickly. Look at the first 10 games of who we're facing. And everyone was saying, calm down. We've got Sesko, we've got Cunha, we've got Mbremo. We're looking better and everyone's getting gassed. I said, brother, there's so many holes in this team that's not been resolved. Within the first 5-6 games, everyone's going to be calling for this manager out, and look what's happening. That's not to say, in defense of Amorim. I'm just saying you could have called it out anyway, regardless. I wasn't expecting to win against Man City.
Is it because of our signings, though, guys? That we're where we are right now. I don't think it's because of our signings where we are right now.
No one has any patience. We finished 15th, one of the worst records or whatever we finished ever.
Yeah, of course we've got every right not to be patient.
That's fine. So then, if you have no patience for finishing 15th, why do you have patience and understanding for them saying that financial difficulties, we can't get rid of this, we can't get rid of that? When you're seeing teams like Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City have the win.
You can't pick and choose.
I think they're more worried about.
Here's the problem.
Here's my thing, just quickly, Danny. I think they're more worried about perception and how they're going to spin this off PR-wise. That's how I view things, to be honest, because they're even overthinking it themselves.
He's their man, Leon. He's their man.
Yeah, but they're overthinking it themselves. We sold Garnacho and made money at the end of the window. It's a simple transaction. It's not going to cost as much to go get an Areola or go get a Glasner. How much is that going to cost? Even if we go to another league and pick up someone, it's not going to cost much. But they're kind of stuck in their mindset of, do you know what? This should work. Do you know that when you?
I don't think the thing is, if you're talking about what's his name, Omar and Jason, maybe depending on what you believe.
So what you think? Sir Jim will step in at some point and say, "Guys, I'm just pulling the plug of this thing."
Man, he's looking at them. Okay, we said attack. We fixed the attack. We're still not scoring goals, and the results are looking at this. So Jim will be. He's a simple man. You don't.
He's around the training ground. Last week he was there.
What, Danny? Do you not think he'll long it out? Because remember the 10.
No. So what I thought was I didn't expect to beat Chelsea. So the way I looked at it is, as long as he's knocking on the door of Europe and whatever that looks like after 10, 15 games.
So he's within
if you're like 2 points off 8
points away,
or 4 points off 6, because it's a small sample size. He can get away with 10 to 15 games being inconsistent. But I said he might fuck it up and lose 4 or 5 in a row. At that point, it's untenable. But they're going to give him every opportunity to drag it out. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Structure said he's their man.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I've kind of almost
That's why I think that win against Chelsea, the results you're thinking of Brentford, Sunderland, we know, come on, bro, we know that we expect to be the.
So you pull up the fixtures because isn't it towards Christmas when we've got like Liverpool?
When you look at the first 10 fixtures, you weren't thinking win versus Chelsea. You were thinking win versus Brentford, Sunderland,
like Liverpool, Tottenham, that run there. That's that little pull of games. I think he's going to go.
I think for me,
listen, bro. After Sunderland,
Brentford, Liverpool, Brighton, Nottingham.
And anything can happen, bro. This league is not a good league no more.
It's not a good league, man. It's poor, man. It's poor, but yeah, there you go. Like Liverpool.
Oh, is this it here? Brentford, Brighton, Nottingham Forest, Tottenham.
You could argue you could go on a run here, bro, but could you? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, are we in a case of like you build a little momentum and then you go back to crisis mode? This is what I don't get. You know, what I'm saying?
We don't beat Liverpool. We don't beat Brighton. We're struggling against Forest. And when was the last time we beat Tottenham? Just them 4 alone.
Yeah, them 4 alone. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. So
game as well, like
it's nasty work that run.
So this is why, you know what I mean? Like, you've got to look at Ineos now and say, like, why are they moving from like result to result? Is it a case of like they're seeing momentum first and give it that time? Or do they look at it like Danny says there, which I'm not gonna lie to you, if they believe that, our target is maybe this, and if you're within touching this, because you got to remember, I don't really rate these teams. Like, people keep overgassing Newcastle, Villa, look where they are. Tottenham, I still think for me they have problems like we do, but they've just got a better manager to maybe almost kind of cover them cracks. So really and truly, like, it's not really hard to get top 6, top 7. Yeah, cool. We've made it difficult for the past couple of years because the managers have made it difficult to get them in the past couple of years.
No, you can't divorce that from the club. Him and the club agreed. He came out multiple times telling us.
What do you mean?
Him and the club agreed that the losses were just part of the process. He did say that.
I get that. That's what I'm trying to do.
Just to Amorim alone. No,
I agree. That's what I'm trying to say. No, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like, if you talk about United and a top 6 here, top 6. Look at the way that teams are staggering over the line of top 5.
Saeed, I think last season they
5
found a
games
way.
are gone, so we need to calm down as well. It's only 5 games gone. 5 games gone. The table's not settled yet. After 10 games, 10 to 12 games, you see the table. Then you're going to be where you're going to be about. That's when where there's a bit of stability in the table, right? So we can't just go off 5 games. Yes, the Premier League standard is all, and we all watched the absolute snooze of fucking Bolton versus fucking Stoke last Sunday, and they're supposed to be the 2 top teams in the fucking country. It was Allardyce, Tony Pulis fucking. Yeah, that's what it was. Bottom 3 mate, relegation fight. That's what that was. But we have to also understand that it's going to take time. But do any of you have the confidence to know that actually Manchester United, we can build momentum with the next 2 games if you get the next 6 points maximum?
No.
Do you know what?
No, do you know why, Nuruddin?
Oh, then, Saeed, you can rubbish all you want. Villa, you can rubbish Spurs, you can rubbish.
Yeah, don't matter.
Are you confident to United?
No.
To rubbish the
let me back Saeed up. Pause. What he means is, one, Villa, I've been telling people from day one, since Ten Hag's second season, this is why Ten Hag used to go, this guy's overachieving. Do you see what he's got over there? They got a mid-table back 4. That back 4 is trash. I don't care if people rate Konsa. He makes mistakes, a lot of mistakes in that team as well. But Villa, Unai Emery overachieving for 2 seasons. That's why it looks like this now. How the hell has Thomas Frank got Richarlison? Go look at him since he's joined Tottenham. The guy don't score goals. He's got scoring goals. That's what a new manager's supposed to do. You inherit a player who costs £50 million or 48 million. He scored, I think, a decent amount of goals at Watford and Everton before. Get him playing, and he's got him. That's why they are where they are right now, because he's got Richarlison.
You know why, Daddy? Do you know why, Daddy?
You haven't seen Amorim, bro. You ain't seen Amorim do any of that. That's why Saeed is bringing it. Go on.
We know Thomas Frank. We've watched enough Thomas Frank to get the best out of players. Yeah. I told Saeed soon as he went there, Richarlison is going to start scoring, and Richarlison.
We knew that already. We knew that.
He loves the shithousery kind of player. He loves the shithousery kind of player. Who's going to waste time. Who's going to go down. Who's going to get fouls. That's the type. Certain players suit certain coaches.
Yeah.
But with Amorim, we don't know. It's exactly the same thing I always used to say. I say, bring a coach, get the F out of the Europa League, and let the guy coach week to week. I never wanted Amorim, but it's clear now, past 5 weeks, that we can all see that Amorim can't coach shit.
I was going to ask you structurally. You already answered my question. Of the new signings, who do you think suits him, the way he wants to play?
The only one who I think bringing him off the ball is Dogu. And that we know the reason why that is.
I'd say this
summer.
I'd say Mbeumo.
This summer.
Which one suits? Which one?
Well, Mbeumo, at this moment, Mbeumo looks like he's fit. But other than Cunha,
I was going to say Cunha. I feel like Cunha a little bit.
The guy, but that's after the Fulham and he got injured at Burnley.
He's just been a bit wasteful.
But Mbeumo now looks fit to me. Looks fit. Like,
you're not answering my question, boy. Tell me why you think they're
Amorim. I don't. That's not one player. That's not one player. No. I actually think players have regressed.
You can't blame it on Ineos.
I disagree with you, I disagree. There's one player, and it's Cunha, because Cunha does the individual stuff he had players doing at Sporting. I watched Trincao at Wolves. All the guy would do, excellent dribbler. Anything else, shocking. But he got this. Cunha doing that for Amorim is nothing to do with Amorim. That's what Cunha does.
Yeah.
He comes deep, he dribbles, 1-2 man. That's what he does. Do you know what I'm saying to you? That's what he does. But in the games that he's played, I'm like, I've only seen you play for 20 minutes. Where you been for the rest of the game? That's why I'm looking at the manager now. Get your best players on the football. That's your job. You got Mbeumo and Cunha. Your job is to get them on the ball in the final third in situations where, like, if you get Cunha 1-on-1 in the final third, you know what's going to happen. But you prefer to get Dogu because your idea matters more. This is what Jose Mourinho has been talking about. These managers want to fail upwards and say, but my idea was good. Fuck all of that, bro.
The biggest thing, we saw it at Fulham. So classic example is Fulham. Both Cunha and Mbemo were on the football pitch, and we saw it. Other than that space of 15 minutes, the rest of the game, they were.
That was long kicks. That was long kicks, and Bruno pressing and winning the ball. It worked from football.
To nobody. And then he took off. And then he took off. Who did he take off? Did he take off Mbemo? He took off somebody, and Cunha went up front, and then he even got left of the ball. So even Cunha that's what I'm saying to you. This idea of all the fans that were telling us, striker. I'm sorry, you've not been watching.
I disagree, man.
But I can't blame. Let me just finish. I can't blame just Amorim all this because I saw this with Ten Hag as well. I saw it with Ten Hag as well. Similar things that I'm seeing, I saw it with Ten Hag as well. And the biggest thing is these coaches, both of them, do not believe in getting the team structured. The only bit of time we saw when Ten Hag was struggling was leading up to the cup final. The 4 league games leading up to the cup final, he condensed the space. We were either doing a low block, mid block, or we were all pressing. And everybody was together. Everybody was together, right? So whatever we were doing, the players were closer to each other.
Yeah.
And then we won the FA Cup. And then after that season, he reverted back to basketball vocation of football. And at this moment in time, that's why Euro's getting the stick. Euro was the only little bit of light we could see actually on the one-on-ones. He can defend quite well. Now he's getting lost.
No, because his position is becoming complicated.
What is happening with this centre-half changes? Is there something about Manchester United defenders? Because I'm not going to lie, Ten Hag was doing the same as well. Do you think certain players can't last?
No, they believe in the flawed system. Let's be real, they believe in the flawed system.
What he was doing. Euro is fine when Euro's in situations that play to his natural strengths. He just doesn't want to follow people everywhere. It's not. He's a covered centre back. Those are his natural instincts. Asking him, follow that player wherever he goes. He's not going to follow him. Don't suit him. So I don't blame Euro. I understand. People didn't realize structure against Fulham. Euro weren't following his man. He was supposed to follow into midfield so they didn't get outnumbered. People didn't pay attention because it's Euro. Trust me, if that was sure, people would notice. You know what I'm saying to you? But yeah, I don't put it on Euro. I'm like, you're asking a player.
No.
Just
Danny,
like Ten Hag.
I did notice. I watched the game back and I didn't notice.
Fair enough. People didn't notice, right? So, like Ten Hag, you're asking players to do things they can't do. And now you've had a summer window. It gets to a point where you have to ask players to do things they can do, or stick with your idea and try to build up. Maybe somebody behind you asks you to structure your idea.
Danny, why can't you do it though?
No, because Strella, the point is, check it. The point is, let me give you an example. In boxing, when somebody walks into your gym and you've got a fighter, you don't try and change the fighter's fundamentals too much. You work with what they have already. If they're not fast on their feet, they're not a mover, do you know what I mean? And they're not, an aggressive fighter. You don't turn an aggressive fighter naturally into a full back foot boxer. You just don't do that. Do you know what I mean? Some of the greatest coaches, they work with what they have in it. It's the same. Yeah. There's an element of structure, but at the same time, what Danny's saying is you got to look at what the player naturally does and to
it's like Leon, it's like developing a kid from young when a kid's a baller. You see what the kid's attributes are first and then you work on those rather than coach something into them.
You got to think Amorim's thought process.
If you watch his basketball, it's like saying to someone, be a killer like Kobe. Just attack. Or shoot. Be shameless. Even if you miss 10 in a row, keep shooting it. Like, some man just don't have that. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's your personality, innit? Like, even my boxing coach always, he said something to me. And he said to me, people fight the way they drive. And once he said that to me, I was like, bro, you know what? Like, I can't unsee it now. You know them ones there. I can't unsee that shit now.
I've never heard that.
You know what I'm saying? And when he said that to me, I was like,
different gravy still.
And that's it. Do you know what I'm saying? When I'm on the road, I assume everyone else can't drive, bro. That's why I never get in accidents because, bro, I'm seeing the accident before it happens. I'm like, this prick, he's indicating left, but I don't trust him.
What are you saying, Rants? You aced your perception test. You aced that one. Same.
Because when I'm on the roundabout, a man signaling first exit, I'm like, I'm gonna wait for you. I don't trust you. And then when they go straight over, when they were indicating left, I'm like, you pussy. See, that was an accident. And that's how I drive, and that's how I fight as well. You know them ones there. That's how I fight as well. I'm like, bro, You might look hurt, but I'm not just. You might be setting
Yeah,
me
exactly. That's the worst time.
I'll be honest.
You know what I mean?
And this is what it is, and it's one of them ones. You don't try and change people's personalities, bro. Like Euro don't want to follow my man because that's not his personality to do so. He's not an Ugarte.
The way he's been coached is different.
But when you think about what Danny's,
your personality is
but Nuruddin, when you think about what Danny's saying as well is, the coach's thought process. The coach's thought process is my idea rules everything. I'm not going to look at the attributes of my squad. My idea is here, and they have to go idea first, and it's idiotic, really.
But Leon,
he's showing he's immature. He's showing how immature he is, isn't it? He's showing like
it's not about immature. You can say that
he's a young player.
He's a grown man.
Here's the thing, though. Bear in mind, but as a manager, he's immature. He's barely 40s.
Oh, you're not a manager.
Yeah, but he's barely 40s. He's going to be. But here's the thing. There's a caveat to that, Leon, where I lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? That's it. There are some managers whose methods, apply to everybody.
Yes.
So it's really about it's not having an idea, it's the idea itself where I always say this. Ten Hag taught me straight away why I shouldn't trust Amorim. If your idea requires too many things that I think are a bit
extra, have to be perfect.
Yeah. So you want 3 aggressive centre-backs. 3.
Greedy. But this is why I'm saying players cannot possibly believe in what this manager's saying.
Yeah.
This is why we're losing games.
There's no confidence and belief in what's happening. Yeah.
At the end of the day, like competence breeds confidence, bro. Like, bro, how can I be confident in what you're asking me to do when we keep losing, bro?
Losing, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is what it is. It's foolish, bro. Why do you want, Why do you want centre backs in attacking midfield areas and then attacking midfielders in centre back areas? I don't believe in following players, into places where they can't hurt me. It doesn't make sense, bro. And now
there's a problem emerging that you might not catch it. With Eric Ten Hag, it was easy to see because cutbacks, even my 5-year-old can see what a cutback is. And you can see what's happening with Amorim is because we get disjointed in the first phase, they're stressed in the second and third, and people don't do their jobs. So you go watch the Fulham goal, go watch the City goal, you'll see what I mean. Deeper than that, I'll get back to what I was saying before. You don't rate Bruno Fernandes. We know that, Independent of that, does it make sense to say to Bruno, press the 6 in a 4-3-3, and then when you get back in your shape in this next phase of play, you're tracking the attacking midfielder in the box.
No.
That's what he's asking Bruno to do. He's literally said, I don't play Kobe because I want, this is his words, I want Kobe to be on the edge of the box and be able to run backwards into lots of space. When I hear a manager say, I'm like, so basically you want Kante with technical ability.
Yeah.
Bro, your idea is mad.
And you can't have 11 of those either.
Yeah, like it's just
that's what
it's too much. And you can do that for every position apart from striker in the system.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Your wing backs have to be good as wingers. Your 10s have to be 10s we don't even know exist yet because we haven't seen it. Then your midfielders have to be Kante with technical ability, and you want 3 aggressive centre backs. You want to be better than Liverpool, have a Kante, Van Dijk, and another one to match.
Yeah.
Come on. Like,
and the other thing as well is, what you're doing is you're alienating players in the squad. You like Zertskis and the Mainos and stuff like that. And these can be access to you just because you don't have exactly what you think you should have to make your system work. You can't alienate ballers. Ballers need to play with ballers.
He don't provide the platform. He brought on Ugarte before Manu. That tells you
crazy.
Everything we need to know, man.
Big up Texino for joining us as well, man.
You might have played UFC. That's what they're going to tell you,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Heard that one for a while.
Yeah, I'm not even falling for that one no more. I used to be guilty of that.
Let me ask you a question, Nuruddin, let me ask you a question. Is there anything that you can believe in and think he can maybe do something with this squad? Is there anything, Nuruddin?
No, but then it's not my job. It's Jason Wilcock's job. And Amorim come out and said they meet every day. Actually, the director of football now is based in the training ground. He's based in the training ground. The office is there. He's there. Amorim's office. We had the talk.
But isn't Wilcox just working with what he has, and he's removed himself away from the whole appointing people and that? Hasn't he gone, do you know what? I work while he's here, but I'm not really involved in the hiring and all that.
No, we can ask Danny. Certain coaches have to go and explain to the director of football what the game plan was and why they lost. The Monday.
That's not my point, though. That's not my point, though.
Well, no, the point what I'm saying to you, when the guy comes back to you and Manchester United lose games or Manchester United not winning the games that they should be winning, and then you come out and you keep saying to me, this is the reason why we're losing. And then I'm hearing it, and I've been hearing it since last season.
I'm not doing shit.
And I was with you, and then the new season starts, and you're still talking about the same BS thing and you're marginalizing certain players, then what does that take? At the end of the day, he's the guy. You have the role for a reason. Look at Mochi at Villa. He didn't get the defenders in. They're cash strapped. What they've done now, they sacked him. Because they're like, you know what?
He's left. He's not sacked.
But he's left because obviously the
left.
Whatever. Saeed was pushed. You don't leave. You got pushed, right? But at the end of the day, so that to me the responsibility of this, what is happening, I'm not just because he's not the manager. Amorim's not the manager. He's the first team coach. Manchester United have made a shift of change. The director of football is also partly responsible to what we're seeing on the football.
So do you think? So you're saying that Wilcox is complicit in this whole? We'll just keep him there for rest. Because what was the report? What was the report before saying that he was distancing himself? No, but he was distancing himself from certain things and all of that.
Leon, there's a news report, bro. When it comes to the Athletic and Ineos and Sir Jim, you don't know what to believe no more, bro.
Okay, so he's just in with all of them then, basically.
I don't know. I just don't know anymore.
I don't know what's going on.
Did you not see Ineos still number? Did you not see Jason Walker goes, we might turn it around or something? At the end of his quote, like he was very, very uncertain. He wasn't like, we're going to turn it around. It could be
two things. One, he knows Ineos sack people at least it might happen to him. Or two, just a humble guy. And I know him as a player because I've grown up with him. Like, he might just be humble enough to say that. That's all. It could be one of the other.
His last statement, he went to the players. So the annually the United Players Association get together. He went to that event last week, right? He went to that event last week, and it was a 15 minutes kind of interview. They didn't think that it was going to be filmed, but somebody who's a fan filmed it. Some United channel called United Religion, right? And he filmed it, and he said, one of the biggest statements is that I hope we get the time,
opportunity
to be able to fix this. And he comes in, like exactly the same things. We didn't know it was this bad. We didn't know there was so much work to do. I'm like, give it a fucking rest, bro. Cry me a crocodile tears. Get the fuck out of the kitchen, right? If you can't do the job, get out of the kitchen. And I personally think it was Omar's guy, Amorim is Omar's guy who bought him. We saw an article months ago, last season, where Wilcox has kind of distanced himself from the system. But
Buckshot, they told us that Omar and Ashworth had nothing to do with keeping Ten Hag. Then when they sacked Ashworth, said Ashworth had everything to do with it. And that's one of the reasons. So that's what I'm saying to the Athletic, bro. They will contradict themselves, and they know most people don't pay attention like our structure. You know what I'm saying to you? So I don't know what to believe. What I do know though, Sir Jim's active. He's not passive.
Yeah, that's why he spent the whole week last week. He wasn't supposed to be there. He spent in training.
Bro, you don't spend the money. Bro, Ineos's business is in serious. They're having serious issues.
Yeah. See what they're doing in Belgium. See what they're doing.
You don't leverage your business. You don't cough up money of your own, 300 mil for some offshore account in Panama that you had to move somewhere to make it look legit and then be hands off. That's not how it works, bro.
Danny.
Yeah, but if you're not, go on.
I'm gonna say you man saying he's active, yeah. But again, this is the same disingenuous twat that was in April or March having a sit down with Gary Neville
and lying for his teeth.
When we was doing media saying that the manager is doing well for what he has at his thing, and then a grand exodus has to happen in the summer. What grand exodus?
No, to be fair, there was players that left.
No, I said you just full of shit.
It's just the Maguire and the Shaw didn't leave. Yeah,
other than Garnacho, I'm not accepting that anyone left. Maybe Anthony. I'm not accepting anyone left. They all went out on loans, and I'm hearing Harry Maguire might get a new contract. I'm not hearing this. No. You can't do that.
That's the story about Casemiro getting a
new contract as well. Like, what are we doing here?
Now, Casemiro ain't getting a new contract.
Saeed doesn't want to hear it. Saeed doesn't want to hear it.
So here's the point to Saeed.
Apart from Bruno, hold on a minute. Apart from Bruno, though, have they given another extension to a player? Have they given a contract extension to any player apart from Bruno?
Ahmad.
Yes.
Ahmad, no, one player that you don't rate.
Well,
why does it matter if you rate them?
No, but I'm saying they didn't give one to Ericsson. They didn't give one to Lindelof.
Sure, didn't they give one to Shaw?
No, that was before.
Third choice goalkeeper, Saeed. Third choice goalkeeper who never plays.
Saeed, it's a matter of
he's not affecting everything.
Saeed, it's a matter of timing. A lot of people left in before Ten Hag actually came in that summer, and then remember contracts were on hold. Contracts were on hold for 6 to 9
Yes.
months in Ten Hag's first season. People got
Yes.
extensions then. It's just timing, bro.
Yeah, but I still don't believe. I'll be wrong, but I don't think they'll give Maguire a new contract. I think that this will be his last contract.
They might.
And Casemiro will leave as well, bro. Like we've seen this.
I think Cass will leave. I just said I heard the story, but Maguire will get a contract, bro. You got a manager who plays with 3 defenders. You better give Maguire a contract.
Danny, that's not the reason why. The reason why I think they'll give Harry Maguire a new contract extension is because all of this are mentality monster crap. He knows what it is to go through. It's the transition period. You can't keep getting rid of all the senior people and just some kids. You're gonna have to keep certain man here who are the age group and have the mentality or whatever. And they believe that he does. Me personally, I think he's a crap. He needs to go.
Yeah, he's English and it may be cheaper. It depends on who's available. It depends on who's available. It depends on who's available. Because remember, we wanted to sign Brentford. A man was talking about 70 mil or something like that.
They said nope.
Yeah, exactly. It's cheaper to fucking extend Harry Maguire.
And it depends what happens this season. Like they have to go into the market and they're clearly going to want to address midfield. You take Maguire at the occasion, you're not adding more work to do because you play with 3 defenders. And for all we know, they might go with a glass now after this manager and keep with the 3 defenders. You need bodies there. Yeah, people like Heaven and all of that, Federico, whatever's name, they're not ready.
Danny, what did they get rid of him at the end of the season? Mark Way on 3.
I rate Mark. I like him. I think he's a great.
I rate Mark. Yeah, bring him. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, yeah, but he's supposed to be at Liverpool.
He's not coming United. I don't think.
Liverpool, they can say that, bro. But listen, they missed out on a lot of players.
Football, man. Unless he's a United fan. That's the only thing.
You said this about Cunha. You said this about Cunha. You said this about Mbumo. They didn't go to.
Cunha's a United fan, though.
They're United fans.
They're United fans. Yeah.
Bro, and English. But also, with United shirt. There's fucking photos of Cunha with United shirt. What are you talking about?
No, but what I'm saying is, still don't dismiss
United fans.
The United badge. That's what I'm going to say to you.
The reason why we got Cunha and Mbumo because they're United fans and they love United. That United playing for
maybe
United.
Cunha, but not really Mbumo.
Yeah, Mbumo. It's Saeed. You know, hear the interview.
Yeah, but they're going to say that because it's United.
No,
United is that club anyway, man.
United's not just saying that. Saeed's not just saying that. He said it was his dream to play for United.
I don't believe that stuff when people say it, man.
Yeah, exactly. No, I just believe anything, bro.
Telling you,
bro, Garnacho said that he was a Chelsea fan because of Eden Hazard, bro. Like, bro, we have to be real. He might be lying, bro. Like, this is what happened.
Garnacho, you talk about Garnacho.
Garnacho, bro. Look at Garnacho.
I'm telling you, man, these men have ghostwriters.
Yeah, they have ghostwriters, man.
Structure. You know this, yeah. I argued with Chelsea fans that I've known for 10 years about Hazard and why he went there. They believed what he said. New owners came in and snitched on Roman. We found out it's because the Roman sent the agent money offshore, 10 to 15 million. That's why he went to Chelsea.
We said that brown envelope from day one. From day one, we said it brown envelope. Chelsea got him because of brown envelope.
Yo, I forgot you were there, Texino. What are you saying, man?
Big up, man. What are you telling me, Danny?
Danny Fernandez. We won a game, man. We won a game, bro.
Bro, were you impressed by the Chelsea game? Were you fooled?
Yeah, I definitely weren't fooled. Bro, do you know what it is? It's the fact that, we was down, Chelsea were down to 10 men for about, we would say 25, half an hour. 25, half. Why were they still dominating our midfield in possession? Why were they still bopping us in possession? Triangles, box passes. That should not be happening, especially when you have the overload. You should be controlling the middle of the park. But he leaves it vacant, man. I mean, what you saw on the weekend is not sustainable. It's just an anomaly game. And it was very scrappy, man. Down to 10 men for half hour, then 10.
No control at all.
I saw Lenny Euro in the second third, God knows how many times. Then I saw Delit there. It was a mess. It was chaos. But we got the result. We needed the result. Now it's about Brentford.
I've seen
this is the real game. Bro, now it's about Brentford, bro. Bro, honestly, it's about the small teams, isn't it? Yeah, I don't want no one to get twanged over a little 3 points. It's about the small team. Can we break teams down? And I have no belief. I don't want to be negative, but I don't have no belief. And until he changes something or some sort of personnel in the squad, then yeah, man, it's just going to be the same, man. Boring football. Probably get pressured and lose all 3 points.
Maresca doing his substitutions, I can't lie.
I think he helped us. I think he coached the win for United. He coached the win for United.
Also, does Amorim know his perfect 11 as well? Does Amorim know his actual first team? when Dalot comes back, is Dalot going to come back?
Oh my God.
You seen that game, yeah? I saw who was warming up.
peak,
Oh yeah,
Leon,
Cunha was
that's
warming up.
It's horrible,
Let me
man.
make a
Do you know
point
what I mean?
quickly,
Saeed,
innit?
why you
Dalot
got
and Mount
stressing.
make his starting 11, bro.
So I see Cunha warming up, and I was thinking, yeah, he's finally gonna go to a back four. Finally, he's gonna take off the defender. Surely he has to. For us to go forward, the balance was there, it was perfect. And Mbeumo in the middle, Ahmad on the left. Bring Cunha to play on the left where Bruno is. Bruno cannot ball carry. There's nothing wrong with taking off Bruno for half an hour and let him play the next game. Let him start the next game. But this game, you have to go with a pragmatic approach. The man, I thought he was going to take off Mbeumo. First, he dragged Mbeumo. Then he changed the sub.
He changed it, yeah.
Changed it. I thought, yeah, all right, he's definitely going to do it. He has to do it now. A man dragged off. What? Who came off?
Maguire
like for like.
Came off. Like for like. I see another defender, and we still played with 5 defenders. 10 men. Imagine 10 men, and half of them are defenders. Half of them are
defenders. That's what Maresca did. That's why Maresca lost it, because he went to a back 5. In that first 20 minutes, he went to a back 5.
So they're doing they're basically,
It's not the back 5. It's the people that he took off. Like, I hear you taking off Palmer because of injury. But you can't take.
Also, positionally, they couldn't get off the pitch. With a back 5, it's difficult to get off the pitch if they're not used to it.
But what's the obsession with, substituting centre halves when no one's even having a poor game? No centre half was even a poor game against Chelsea. So it doesn't change the personnel. But it doesn't change the personnel. It changes nothing. It's just like, yeah, bro, I want to give you some minutes. I need to change my centre half. He probably done it on FIFA growing up. So he said, yeah, let me bring it to the real life game. It makes no sense, bro.
It makes no sense.
Let me tell you this, Tech, yeah? The way that when I play football, when we play football, if you play Saturday, Sunday league, the biggest changes in world football anyway. So let's just look at world football, yeah? In all levels. When you play 11 against 11 in all levels, anywhere in the world, the positions that mostly get changed are wingers, strikers, number 10s, centre midfielders.
Yeah.
The back 4 or the back 5, whatever you want to play, only if there's injuries. You make changes. But you don't touch that bit because that's the base. You don't mess around with the goalkeeper. The 4 or 5 defenders in front, you don't mess around. That is the total world football view of 11 against 11, the football game that we know as a football game.
Yes, yeah.
You don't change it. But this guy, since last season, no, I told Saeed it was a gimmick to get Maguire on for the headers. Right? But now he's taking Maguire actually off the pitch and bringing other players to play.
Yeah, but this is these men trying to reinvent the wheel, Nuruddin, bro. Like, consistency is one of the most important things when it comes to defending. So you don't change your defense and you don't change your goalkeeper, because we understand that consistency and familiarity is important.
Of course,
this guy takes off centre backs every single flipping game, and then even when Tex talks about superiority, and overloads, the only place we overload, is in build-up, bro, in our defense, blood. That's why our possession looks the way it looks. We never have possession in the other team's half, bro. All of our possession is between the goalkeeper and the defenders. And guess what? All of that superiority, and we still concede goals. So what's the point in having bodies back there?
Have you guys seen that stat about?
Hang on, one sec. Nuruddin, you know you said you play football. What position is he frozen? What positions? Is it midfielder?
Yeah.
What type of midfielder? What? Nuruddin.
Combative.
He's a combative.
A maestro conducting a symphony.
He's a passion merchant, bro.
Man said he's a cut-em-all. He's
a maestro conducting symphonies, man.
Colton Palmer.
Come on, man. They all listen to Nuruddin's.
He's definitely a league cut-em-all, 100%.
Leo's asking what kind of midfielder are you?
I was
6'3", 6'4".
I had energy. Like energy.
Yeah, just clattering people.
Just clattering,
not even that. No, not just that. No. Let's not talk, guys.
Bro said he was the equal.
Forget the people I played with. I actually was a passer. You know what? I was a guy who played.
Enzonzi, man. Enzonzi.
I said Enzonzi.
Bro,
Enzonzi was a baller, though.
Enzonzi was a baller, man.
Yeah.
Even Enzonzi.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I played in the era where you had to do it all as a midfielder. You had to go up and down. You had to be box to box. and you had to pass the ball to strikers. You had to defend. So that's the era I played.
You see Nuruddin at home putting the newspaper in his shin pads instead of shin
pads. But you said energy first, Nuruddin, bro. You killed yourself.
He went from I have a lot of energy to I was spreading passes.
Man said level balls and newspaper is shin pads.
I had a decent shot on me from 25, 30 yards. But what I do, I actually used to like passing. I used to get more joy out of passing. Be able to cut a space, let somebody.
You missed profile, man. You were missed profile, Nuruddin.
No. I was box to box. Listen, I was box to box, and with my ADHD, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a talker to everybody. And when I got suspended or when I got injured. Some of the people
suspended
would be like, you know
got
what?
The hairdryer.
Yeah, I got suspended. I got
game match back.
No, we were playing against racist man that calling me the N-word to my face. Are you taking the piss?
Why? Yeah, I hear it.
Like people chucking bananas at me from the touchline.
Yeah, that one's wild.
Yeah, that wild.
Them man get studs. Them man have to get studs still.
Just because I crunched somebody's son, that coming for me on the sideline, try to beat me up. Like, are you taking this? Yo, the madness seems to go on. So the point what I'm saying to you is that it depending, but when I played, I always spoke, and the way I was coached and the way I played was that communication was a big thing in football. And you have to talk. You have to talk. And when you have ADHD, you have hypervigilance. So hypervigilance was always good. Football, I thrived, had been hypervigilant. So I could do things before. I'd be like, yo, go from down the side.
I can't Vinny Jones, you know.
No, you're not mocking it. That teach you to hypervigilance.
I can't lie, yeah. I can't lie. People are saying Nura Skulls, man. So it sounds like Nura Skulls.
Nura Skulls. You know what? Let me ask you, Danny, you're going to speak us something about stats because, bro, I've been getting a lot of stats being thrown at me now that we've got better XG than Liverpool. No, but this is what being said right now. We've got better XG than Liverpool.
5 games.
We got better.
Someone tagged me on Twitter, asked me about XG. Before I made my point, I went on my profile. I posted something from 2021. I've been onto XG from 2021. So when I bring it up, it's not an Amorim thing. It's because I actually read. You know that this stuff is from data science. I read the paper on it, so I understand it. You know what I'm saying to you? So this is. I'll give you an example. Aston Villa 2021 season. Mason Greenwood had a shot from the near post on the left hand side. Pogba had a shot from the edge of the box. He took a touch too long. 2 people closed him down. I was in Scout. On Scout, every stat has a video. I clicked on the XG. I was like, hold on, because I just watched the game. I'm like, why has Greenwood and Pogba got the same XG? That don't make no sense to me. I'm not going to get into why. It's complicated. Anyway, Si, here's my problem with XG. Take the shit on Amorim. It's just reality. If Dev on the DLs versus Rants FC, if Rants' team has 10 shots that are 0.1 and I have 3 shots that are 0.3, who had the better shots? Me. Who has the higher XG? Rants. That's XG.
Yeah,
that's what people don't realize.
That's why, and that's why I always said.
One step. Over 38 games, I don't have a problem with it because it's 38 matches. Enough things have happened for you to get a full picture.
Back.
Over 5-10 matches, get the fuck out of here with that shit. What I was going to say is there was a stat from last season, Premier League teams with formation changes. Guess who's bottom of the table?
Man United.
Only 7. That's included Ten Hag and
Amorim.
Ten Hag and Van Nistelrooy.
Wow.
7. There's a whole table. Teams got 15, 14 formation changes. 13, 12, 18. Man United was 7. 7 formation changes under 3 managers.
And it's funny because we got the flexible players to do so.
Can I just explain something about stats, Saeed? And I forgot to mention it the other time. Majority of is a very much American-driven sport. America has games. The US as a country has sports where stats matter, like reading data, going into the minute, whether it's fucking baseball, whether it is American football, whether it's basketball. 3 main sports in the US. You can't apply certain stats to football. People have tried, and it still doesn't work for me because that's why the stats without the context. And that's what Danny just gave context because you saw the same thing in the game, and it's like that's not the same context.
But I've got a picture of it on Twitter. If you see this Greenwood and Pogba shot, it's the same XG. It don't make no sense. Do you know what I'm saying to you? It don't make no sense. Also, XG doesn't always correlate to big chances.
Obviously, it doesn't. And that's the thing. That's the biggest thing I ever always said. I'm like, so what type of chance are we talking about? Are we talking about 1-on-1 through? Goalkeeper rushing out? Are we talking about just crossed the ball in and you got a little touch and he went towards the goal. Is that
yeah, but bro, but this is the reason why, yeah. I think for the most part, like stats are trash, bro. And especially if they get in the wrong hands, they're even worse. Because like you said, the difference between basketball and football is in basketball, a layup is a layup, bruv. There's no such thing as a layup in football, bruv, because there's a goalkeeper. Do you know what I'm saying? And there's other external factors, bro. Like what might be a big chance for somebody, for one player, is not a big chance for another. It matters who the chance falls to.
No,
but it does though, because for instance, it does. No, it does though. It does though, Danny. If a chance falls to Erling Haaland, yeah, or if it falls to De Ligt in the box, it matters. It absolutely does matter. If it falls to Greenwood's weak foot or it falls to fucking Malassia's weak foot, it does matter, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That it's not a layup, bro. A layup is a layup in basketball. Everyone on the court can score a layup.
Yeah, but those are extreme examples. You know what I'm saying to you? So, for example,
not really. A 1v1 not
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why it's an extreme example. I did an experiment on my YouTube channel where we looked at 40 Bruno chances and 25 Sancho chances. And Johnny FX won the biggest Bruno. By the end of it, he accepted big chances is recorded accurately. Big chances, what will be in there that's an anomaly, and it's only a small one out of everything that will be in there, is remember we played Arsenal and Saka had that chance and the ball didn't come down all the way. But it kind of was a chance. That's the worst. That's the worst thing. Big chances created will record. That's the worst. You see chances created. Remove the big part. Just chances created. Pass to Rance from 40 yards. Shot. That's a chance created. Yeah, that's correct. The worst. That one. So the definition of a statistic will cut out a lot of bullshit. The problem with XG though, XG records everything. It records. So it's just volume. So if your XG is 2.0 at the end of the game, you could have had bare low quality shots and ended up with 2.0. It don't mean that. That's what people don't understand. When absolutely. You know what I'm saying? It's the interpretation of statistics. If you understand stats and you present it properly, it has value. Because what happens on the pitch produces statistics. When people take the stats, misrepresent it, misinterpret it.
No context.
No context.
Yeah, context.
That's where the bigger problem is.
So you think that even with XG, it don't matter who the chance falls to.
It depends. If you want to go there, bro,
I'm asking you.
I'll tell you why. So at that time in 2021, the reason why Paul Pogba and Greenwood had the same XG is because it wasn't factoring in who was on the football. So let me tell you, XG is basically they looked at say 1,000 shots from one position and they give it a value. That is what it's based on. That's the basic model. The model after that says where's the shot from? Where's the goalkeeper? Then there's a better model. Where are the defenders? Then the best model incorporates all of that plus who is taking the shot.
Yeah, but Danny, so, you know you said 1,000 shots, but who took the 1,000 shots in the first place for them to decide what's what?
Oh, they didn't care who took it; they care where it was taken from.
Again, that's
exactly. So, but what we should do, as human beings that have sense, is understand that. What might be an easy finish for this person ain't an easy finish for that person.
That's what they've done later. That's what it does do.
So when I'm saying
I gave you the steps in the ball but what they've done now is when they're building it, because remember, these are scientists that build these things, not football people. Later on, they're like, we need to factor in who's shooting.
Yeah.
Because if we don't factor in who's
shooting... What's the name of that stat?
Which one? Oh, expected goals.
No, what? They factor in who's shooting within the stat now?
Yeah, expected goals, the most advanced version of it, yes, but you don't know.
And where do we find that?
Oh, but yes, Opta will use the most advanced version. Other places not. I know because I look into statistics. There's a website I use called Understat. Understat doesn't always match Opta, and I know why. It's because it doesn't use the same model. Do you know? Because I know why. Because I'm into these things, Rats. The average person, they'll just quote something. They don't know if it's a good stat or not.
Wouldn't it be better to use the same metric for all? Then it would have been easier for everyone to follow.
It's the same for everyone. All I'm saying is this year, after 5 games, don't talk to me about XG. I don't care about XG in 5 matches.
I look at Daniel. This is why
25 matches, come talk to me. After 20 matches, come 5 games. Fuck out of here with that shit.
Listen, the biggest thing for me is this. It's not even that for me. Anybody who heavily relies on stats, when we've all got eyes, God gave us these, bro.
That's it.
God gave me these. God
gave me
Don,
you're saying the easier the chance, the higher the XG, easy chances, that is subjective. that's extremely subjective, easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, there's a lot of strikers that can't head the ball. So man will turn around and say that's an easy chance. It's easy for Alan Shearer.
No, but
easy
here's
for
the
you.
thing. Expected goals don't match your language you're using, because I've looked at it where I'm like, hold on, there's a big chance in this game. The biggest XG I've seen from that team is 0.2. But the highest thing on XG is 1. A penalty is 0.7. A tap-in is 0.9. Bruno's chance was 0.65. I can tell you that for a fact. Look at it before I came on stream. Right. That chance Bruno scored was 6.5. But then you'll have another chance where it's not. It's like a 0.2. It's a big chances. The definition for that, how it's recorded, doesn't match XG. It doesn't match it completely. That's what I'm saying to you, bro.
Yeah,
so you're right.
So that's why I don't like the terminology of easy chance, because it depends on who it falls to. It depends on if it falls to their strong foot or their weak foot. Because it might be an easy chance for a right-footed player, but it's fallen to a left footer.
Yeah.
So all of us.
What game was it? What game was it when was it Maguire that squared the ball? Someone was going to square it to Maguire and he missed it.
Liverpool.
That's a good example. Yeah,
when it went to Maguire, a man was saying it was a tap-in, and it wasn't a tap-in.
It wasn't a tap-in, bro.
Even stuff say at an angle, Cristiano Ronaldo at an angle, lethal. Another player, forget it.
Yeah.
Like this boy at an angle, narrow angle, nice. You put that in the side net. Other man, no.
Harry Kane from a certain angles.
Yeah.
Bottom corner, side net.
But what's a tap-in to Harry Kane is not a tap-in. Like, you see the goal that Rio scored for Liverpool the other day, where he took it first time and wrapped it. Do you know how hard that finish was?
That's very hard. That's
a very difficult finish, but he made it look easy, bro. 9 times out of 10, a man scuffing that, bro. I don't care.
Even Isak's goal. Certain men are not scoring that goal.
Which one?
The way he spun it in the near post. The way
the hip swivel, the hip swivel.
There are even
it's not as easy as it looks.
Where the speed of the ball, the angle, the pass, their body position, you can understand when somebody misses a quote-unquote easy chance. Like, sometimes you can understand that's missable. You know what I'm saying to you? So your eyes tell you that. Statistics can't tell you that, bro. It's not supposed to. But here's the thing. The people who do statistics...
Who's also doing a propaganda...
Statman Dave,
You made a key point. You said your eyes will tell you, but the problem is, guys that have never kicked a ball in anger, and only play video games are now looking at chances and looking at XG and saying he missed the easy chance. But it's like, if you've played football, you know that's not an easy chance.
No, them again rants.
You know why I call them rants? I call that the FIFA generation. But it's too busy playing FIFA, never played football in their lives.
You'll be shocked. I had a conversation with someone the other day, it was Matt Convo, where they were getting onto Ahmad for the overhead kick. And then someone had to say to him, you play football.
Have you never missed the overhead in your life? It happens all the time.
He said,
I think it's easy.
To be fair, he broke it down properly. He said, listen, you don't play football, I can tell you. Where he said, if there's certain angles where if the ball's behind you, you have to do something. Because even when you see a player try a flick, he's trying to flick because the ball is in a certain position. He can't get his body around, he can't get his foot over he's breaking it down to the guy. And the guy still said, I shouldn't be trying overhead kicks in that situation. Sometimes, some people you can't.
So what's he supposed to do? Just stand there?
What else was he? Exactly. His momentum was going one way. What's he meant to do? Rewrite the laws of physics?
Ahmad has to be serious. That's all he had, bro. Ahmad has to be serious.
The biggest thing is that, listen,
consideration weather conditions. I don't think he does.
You're right though. I swear down. Because if this water logged, my man squares the ball to you and it gets
in a puddle when it's that windy. When it's so windy. The ball, they take the goalkeeper and you're like, you know what? We'll shoot towards the wind the second half.
We used to do that all the time. Nuruddin, you're not lying, bro. When man playing at any level, man used to check the wind with the You see where the wind's blowing and say,
that's old school. Oh my god.
What's man talking about?
Before man takes the free kick in that, bro. I swear down.
You don't know about that.
And you know there's a slope. We're shooting down your second half. Always. What are you talking about?
Big time. 100%.
Always second half. We're shooting downhill when man are tired.
The people
don't
realize, and that's why the saying went. You know why the saying went? Windy, rainy night in Stoke. Can Messi do it in a windy, rainy night?
Messi do it, yeah.
Do you know why? Do you remember Stoke Stadium? Still now, I don't know if they filled the corners. It was like the Man City Stadium, old school, main road, where you had the two stands.
I know that they were very wide, so the wind was coming through. Yeah.
So you had these wind tunnels, huge spaces where the wind was coming through.
I've been to that stadium, bro. It's windy.
Yeah,
There's
Main
certain
Road used
places
to be
here.
the same. Main Road used to be the same. Back in there when I used to watch derbies, I used to always think Police United shoot that half, the second half, because I can go and climb on somebody's roof and watch the game from there, because you could see that from the halfway line to all the way that way. I swear to God, go and look for photos from Main
It's
Road.
also right next to the M6. Yeah, it's literally come off the motorway. You're right there.
Listen,
You're
I've been
right there.
loads of times on following United back in the day. I'm telling you, that's why people go, can you do it? Why did they choose Stoke? Because of the spaces.
Real quick,
Yeah, no, it's true, man. It's like I said to you, bro. Yeah, go on there. Go on, Estrella.
Quickly going back to like the crux of what everyone's talking about. Forget about stats and weather conditions and stuff. Yeah. Moving forward, does anyone really have, or like, what are your objectives moving forward with this team? Because it's like, I get frustrated when I see someone like a Rashford score 2 goals in the champs. Everyone's bring him back, boy, or he's doing good. My main thing is this: anyone that's left this club, I don't care. I only care about the benefit and the progression of the club. Yeah. The thing that frustrates me is when people leave this club, all of a sudden they understand how to play football again. They understand what a 10-yard pass is, or square the ball across the pitch and not just try and shoot.
But it's also
it's different when you're in a Barcelona setup, though, man. He's already in the perfect.
Yeah, bro. He's playing with.
Who does that happen with, though?
It's not
Scott
natural as well, doing. As soon as he comes on the pitch, he's not looking to shoot top bins.
Yeah, but bro, you got to remember, when you're at United, the way that the fans and everyone, it's like they want you to play. They want you to go searching for the ball, pick it up from your own half, run past 4 man, cut in, bury it, hit it from the heavens. Bro,
they don't like the simple football.
You know what Rashford can do at Barcelona, bro? His job, that's all he has to focus on. The guy was playing poor. He was playing poor up until he scored the header. Then he cracked one off the bar. And that was it. Game done. That's all he's got to do, bro. Pedri, De Jong controlling the midfields, bro. Do you understand? He's got a perfect back four that play high, which suits him. All he's got to do is be in that little space in the second third and the final third. A man's chilling in the box while the ball was wide. At United, he's hanging on the flank, bro, waiting for the ball. That was the difference.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. No. 1 second. I just want to say this. He's actually have to adapt. Rashford has to adapt his game and
Barcelona.
play with a team that goes halfway line, and there are smaller spaces to be able to create. There are smaller spaces because usually the spaces where it's going to operate are going to be up the pitch, and then most teams that Barcelona play against, they all fall back into their box. They're all defending, right? That's what happens. So he has to learn those.
No, he doesn't have to learn shit. You don't have to learn shit. I saw in the second season, Eric Ten Hag tell this man, cross for Højlund. He did it for 6-7 games. We didn't get no purchase from it. Pressure came on. Now go score some fucking goals. Now he's gone somewhere where there's actually a good football team, some good structure. You can focus on certain things, and guess what? The headlines won't be about you. The 6 other men they want to talk about. That's the difference.
No, not to overcomplicate it.
Big facts, bro.
That's the difference.
I don't know what you want from him.
He could just focus on his own game. He could just focus on his own game, bro.
Rashford scored a lot of goals from hoofball, man, and into the space, and running from the right-hand side into the central areas. It's about timing those areas. Counter-attacking as a tactic.
Yeah, but I know what he did to Ake against Bournemouth and the ball he put in for Pogba.
Oh yeah, that was Ollie football, man.
Danny, really quickly. Yeah. What you and Tech said can be right. What Nurin said can be right. But my thing is this: what Tech said for the first 10. I watched that Champions League game. He was playing media and losing possession of the ball.
Half time he was. Half time.
The difference is at United. This is why I said I get irritated. There was one phase of play where he tried to do a dribble, he lost the ball, he sprinted like 15, 20 yards and done a slide challenge. I'm like, brother, when you play for United, you lose the ball, you just jogging like you're both.
Yeah, but that's because he has to do that at Barca now, because he's been there for 9 years, cuz. Give him a few months.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's facts what Rance is saying, bro. There's competition. It's competition, bro.
No, Texino, here's the difference. How often do you think he's doing that when he plays for Barcelona? Not as often as you have to do for Manchester United. That's what you guys are missing.
That's also a point.
That's what you guys miss, bro. It's the environment.
Barcelona, he'll do it once.
Also, he's on loan.
I've explained that factor.
He's on loan and he wants to be signed permanently, bro.
Come back, bro. Estrella, come back. You can't get these spots.
He's on loan and he wants to come in the move, blood. You know what I mean? You're seeing the representative of Marcus Rashford right now, bro. Just like when you meet a ting, bro, and you're on in the early dating stages, bro. You're not seeing who he really is.
Yeah, but
everyone who's speaking here has been on trial somewhere, bro. You play your heart out.
Till he gets that contract, bro.
Yo, Texino, in a good team, because I've seen Rafinha have games like that. You can lose the football and guess. This is the thing. Man United fans have been bamboozled into thinking every mistake should lead to a goal or you getting killed on the counter. Yeah. No, when you're a good football team, you forgot what a good team looks like. That's why you get. And Man United fans have been highly tuned to flaws of players and mistakes.
Anxious.
That's all we focus on because you've not had a team and a manager where everyone complements each other and we're focusing on our strengths rather than our weaknesses. That's the problem, bro.
But also, there's accountability at Barcelona and at United for far too long. Players have no accountability.
There is accountability because people get scapegoated. That's accountability. It's all your fault.
Not really, bro. Because at the end of the day,
I've seen man do that to Maguire in Ollie's third season. Every goal was his fault. And then when Varane and Lindelof got caught out, people were quiet. Villarreal, Varane got dragged to the halfway line.
Alessandro was getting cooked, man. Alessandro was getting cooked, bro.
No one said nothing. Lindelof against Brighton. Maguire's injured. People were tweeting, Maguire's injured. We're going to keep a clean sheet. Lindelof against Brighton. Dragged out of position. No one says shit. There's always scapegoats, bro. That's accountability.
What I'm saying to you is, though,
the fan base didn't like Lindelof either.
No, but what I'm trying to say to you is, though, at Barcelona...
Varane was a different thing. Lindelof, nobody rated either. Let's be right.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
They won't tolerate that, no, Barcelona. They won't tolerate it.
You need to understand what it feels like to actually play with ballers, bro. Even the way he's describing these guys, man saying, yo, playing with Pedri is just easy. Bro, you need to understand what it feels like to play with ballers. So he's coming to a whole new environment where he knows, bro, he has to pattern up in order to be in that starting 11 anyways. He knows turning up
as well.
Bro, but even turning up...
It's not all on him. If he doesn't perform, Barcelona are going to likely win anyway.
Bro, if you let me land, that's what I'm saying. The environment's completely different. Like, it's not as detrimental if a man was to lose the ball in Barca, because these men are pressing, probably win it back in 3 seconds. So you probably missed that he lost the ball. At United, he loses the ball, that could be a chance created or potential goal. Exactly that. And then you look at Rashford. If Rashford loses the ball 3 times in a row, he's having an awful game. I promise you, that first 45 at Newcastle, he was having a stinker. But again, De Jong, Pedri controlling the game. So they take the headlines. They take the floodlights. No one's focusing on Rashi. But when he pops up with a header and he scores a banger, who are we talking about? Marcus Rashford. And that's how it should be for players like that anyways, because they don't know nothing about defensive responsibility. So if you just get him to press in the right areas, press the spaces, if he has to force the fullbacks to come inside, so obviously everyone else is compact, win the ball back, do your job, bro. But apart from that, majority of the time you're going to be on the ball. So most of your movement's going to be off the ball movement. Be in the box, be in the right spaces at the right time, pick up your stats, bro. You're almost auditioning at Barcelona as well. So he knows that he has to press the ball when he loses the ball.
Simple.
There's so many
bring it back to Man United, though. Bring it back to Man United.
So, also, but if we come back to United,
this is his last chance.
But Danny said he wants me to bring it back to United. Cool, last chance. That's a big factor. But at the end of the day, if he was to play like this at United,
I don't mean like that, bro.
No, and he's had great seasons where he can actually play football when he is with ballers, bro. I've seen some tiki-taka, counter-attacks, etc., etc. But again, we would say that this is not a part of his game. Does that make sense? But he will go over there at Barca. You may see it over there. Oh, where was this Marcus Rashford at Manchester United?
No, what I'm talking about is because of what's happened. Man United fans were all jaded in some way for whatever. Everyone's got their own.
Of course we are. We've been through trauma. Are you taking the thing?
See how I said that? That's what I mean. I said jaded. Look how it triggered me. That's what I'm talking about. So the thing is, Texino, you can't remember what it looks like to see a whole team carry the load and to have 1 or 2 players who are erratic, but they can impact the game, so you're cool with that. The environment we've had, you can't be cool with that because the team don't function properly.
Yeah,
there's too many missing pieces.
Listen, for me,
Barcelona like Lewis Nani. If you look at Lewis Nani, it was like Lewis Nani when he was here.
Yeah,
it was.
You could give away the bro. He used to do some dumb shit. I remember
But Tex, the wickedest thing is at no point of supporting Man United, one was I ever looking to rely on that you ever. And I always knew what he was, bro. No one was talking about him being our best player, most important player. We knew that he was just a cog in the machine, and we knew that he's gonna piss you off more times.
And he used to
like,
turn
I
up on
spent
big
more
games
time
to the
passing that Brer than celebrating him. And he was a player that I liked, but he used to piss me off.
No facts, bro. And the funniest thing is about Nani, there was an important season. I think it was 2011 when we had the white collar, and he changed to F50s. Bro, that guy was bro, he was insane. When he got the Adidas sponsor, he was cutting in from the right, slapping them off with the left.
And really wanted to leave.
He got the really wanted to leave, yeah. But even after that, the reason why I made that point, even after that, form did dip.
Yeah, because he couldn't keep it up.
About that. But again, he couldn't keep it up, but no one cared about that. You had your steady headies like your Valencias, again, Wayne Rooney in the squad, steady head, Michael Carrick, so many people who could take the baggage. So going with Danny's point, is at United, no one's willing to take the responsibility, one. And two, bro, you don't,
You know what it is, Tectino? It's like passing the baton, yeah? If I couldn't believe it's the start of the season. I'm like, oh, Gnabry, you got life back in you. I'm like, do you understand the privilege you've had to be shit for 2 seasons?
Yeah.
That people like Coleman can get sold to Saudi and now you can find your feet. Like,
he's in the 10 row for buying, bro. It's crazy.
Man United don't create those luxury for players. Foden took last season off. He can come back this season. Man United, you can't do that shit here, bro.
Can't do that. Yeah.
It's so funny that
I'm gonna get this from Super Chat. We've got to wrap up anyway. FTV says want to talk about Ahmad, so it's fine to criticize Bruno, Mount, Shaw, Maguire, but not Ahmad because he's a baller. Mandem never keeps the same energy. Irony's Mount and the rest have never been have been better than Ahmad. I'm not sure about that one, but we've cooked Ahmad.
I called out Ahmad's performance.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know who he's talking about.
Yeah.
Even Ahmad knows he's not playing well though as well. So
even he knows. Yeah, absolutely, man. Nuri was a talker, so basically Bruno Fernandes. Nah, come on, man.
What was that? I was never like that, mate. I was positionally disciplined, mate. Disciplined. Don't get it twisted. I was telling every man to get into positions, mate. You think I was running around the football bit like a headless chicken? That's never me, my friend.
Listen, don't set off Danny man again, man. Never. But listen, people, we're gonna wrap it up here, man. Make sure you follow everyone.
So send them my way, Ruben.
Yeah. Big up to everyone who's locked in right now. Smash a like on the video. Make sure you lot are subscribing to the channel, man. Make sure you lot following Nuruddin. Make sure you lot are following Rhino as well, MGTV. Make sure you lot follow Texino as well, man. Doing big things as well. You got a show with was it Fosu Mensah, innit? You had a little post collab with Fosu Mensah as well.
Fosu Mensah and Ryan Babel, bro. Insane, man.
Yeah, Ryan Babel, man.
And more to come, man. So just wait,
big up to you.
I got some big ones there, man.
Yeah, large up to you, bro. And big up to Rhino as well, man. Rhino, you got things coming up, let them know, man.
Yeah, man. Nah, man. Just stay posted, man. We just dropped it on the radar. That's going off as well. And then the Messi post, that was epic. So just thank God and keep moving. You feel me, man? A lot of great things are happening. Everyone's doing their thing, so we all just need to motivate each other and just keep working, man. Keep your head down and work. You feel me?
Yeah, big up to you, man. Big up to you, and also you get a big up to everyone who's locked in. Faz, I don't know what's going on with Faz, but
where's Faz?
Faz is he'll be
crashing
here next
out in the GC and that.
Don't worry, man. Faz, listen, Faz, we're gonna talk, man. So next week, you better be here, bro, because we know what's gonna happen on the weekend, man, and it ain't easy. That's all I'm going to say. But listen, people, head over. I'm going to be watching the Betis Forest game, man. That should be a decent game. So, yeah, man, tune in a bit, and I'll see you lot later, people. Take care. Peace.